There it is.
I got a research facility to blow up.
You can't have Windows 98 without solitaire.
Today we'll be doing an in-depth video about my Windows 98 PC. I had to resurrect from the grave. This PC had bad capacitors, old thermal paste, and a lot of dust, and we got it working like new. Taking a look at our I/O, we have our power in and our power out. We have two PS2 ports, two USB 1 ports, two serial ports, one parallel port for your printer, and a MIDI port for your game controller and some audio interface. We have an Ethernet plug there, which we will not be using. We have our VGA from our graphics card, and we have our Motorola phone card. Taking a look at the inside, it's not very exciting. In our Red's nest of wires, we can see we have a K7 AMA motherboard made by ECS. Underneath that cooler, we have an AMD K7 Athlon or Duron. I believe they are the same. It is clocked at 1400 megahertz or 1.4 gigahertz. Underneath all these wires here, we have one stick of 512 megabytes DDR. This can do up to 2 gigabytes, and I only have 1 gig. And with the 1 gigabyte, it's pretty unstable in Windows 98, so I just chose to leave it at 1. It's not like we're doing any crazy gaming on a 98 PC. Up here we have our original CD drive that does not work, and we have our replacement one which barely works, our floppy disk drive, and our 120 gigabyte SSD to a IDE adapter right here. Here is our video card. This is our NVIDIA graphics card with 32 megabytes of VRAM. It is a 3D Force B32 Plus. Here is our Motorola phone card. This would have been used with the experimental user PC as a phone programs. We won't be getting much use out of it, but since I don't have anything to fill the hole there, I'll just leave it in the system. Now that we've taken a look at our very basic Windows 98 machine, let's get it hooked up and see if we can get Windows 98 installed and play some games. Now I will straight up be honest, the preview video of this computer where I tried to install Windows 98 did not work. But now that we have this set up here, I have a new disk here. This is called Windows 9X. It's a quick installer that I will link in the description down below. It is a custom Windows 98 installer that uses Linux as a means to install Windows 98. Comes with a bunch of drivers, and it worked. It worked no problem first try. I have tested on this system before, and it worked great. So we're going to be using that today, and we're going to be trying some games on it. All right, let's get into it. Let's go ahead and power this thing on and get this CD in there, start installing this shit. We're gonna bring out our handy dandy paper clip right here so we can manually pop this drive open. So we're just gonna hit this button here and wiggle this in the little hole. Works like a charm. And we're gonna go restart this and get into the BIOS. All right, we're gonna go into our advanced setup and we're gonna change this to disable. So we're only going to be booting from our CD-ROM. All right, we're just going to hit F10 and enter. Okay, so we just hit enter to start the quick installer. Okay, now this quick installer, as well as working on Windows 98 hardware, also can be installed on modern hardware. Well, we're going to go down to disk here, and we're going to select our drive here. I already have a partition. It is corrupted, so I'm going to delete it. I'm going to hit right. I'm gonna hit new, and we're just gonna say 40 gigs, because you don't need much for a Windows 98 install. You just want to hit primary, hit right, you just want to hit quit. Now you want to hit install Windows 98 SE. It shows our partition here with 40 gigabytes. Hit enter. Now this screen you can customize your stuff here. Okay, copy extended drivers, copy extras, big driver tool. Might as well copy that too. Now, these 3 settings down here, you don't want to worry about because these are for modern systems. This isn't for old school systems, so we're not even going to worry about them. All right, we're going to turn that to no, just in case, because we are using legacy hardware. We don't want to skip anything. And we're going to hit enter, and it's going to start copying. While we wait, I think we should talk about some of the games that we'll be trying to install. The next Tetris, Half-Life, And last but not least, my prized possession, an authentic 90s copy of Doom with the original floppy disks it came with to install. Okay, looks like our installation was successful. We're going to hit reboot. The nice thing about watching this video is that you're not the one sitting here. Real hardware is ridiculously slow. And there we are in Windows 98. However, we don't have sound and our resolution is going to be screwed up. So this has some audio drivers, and this also has a copy of Doom in case our floppy disk is too old to install. Sometimes they have issues, so just in case, I got it on here. Despite its age, it still can read flash drives somehow, some way. So we'll go ahead and install, I believe this right here was our audio driver. Next, I will restart later. We're gonna right click properties. You can see it says quick install there. You can also see that we have an AMD Athlon processor. It does say DIR on it sometimes. 512 megabytes of RAM. But we just go to device manager. We're gonna go to display adapters, right click properties, and we're gonna go to driver, update driver, driver extended. There we go. There's our graphics driver. We're gonna hit next, click finish, and we'll hit yes. There it is. Beautiful. Let's go to settings, 800 by 600, high color, or we could do true color 32-bit. I think we can do that. 1024 by 768. That's the maximum this monitor can display. Let's hit apply, and we'll restart with our new color settings. Hopefully it doesn't brick our monitor or anything. Alright, well, it looks like our resolution saved. Let's see if our colors did. We're in true color, 32-bit. Oh yeah, that looks nice. I like that. Now, before we get into installing any games, I wanted to show you that since this is the quick install, it is very stripped down. It doesn't come with very much things. Okay, so you go to control panel and you go to add and remove programs. Windows setup gives you all these different things here. Double click on accessories. We're gonna click on games and select that. And now if we go to our start menu, we go to programs, we go to accessories, we got our Minesweeper and Solitaire. So you can't have a Windows 98 computer without Solitaire and Minesweeper. Now I think it's about time we get to some gaming. Now first we're gonna try one I have not even tried yet because I have been saving it for this video, and that is the next Tetris. Oh, hi. Install. Okay, we're gonna hit next. We're gonna hit yes. Yes. Next. And we got our old Windows 98 installer here. We're just gonna let it do its thing. Nah, whatever. I'm not registering. I do not want to read that, and I want to play Tetris. Tetris. I wonder if it's just gonna be like old school Tetris or what it's gonna be like. I have no idea. Having some trouble here, it seems. Oh, this is so glitched out. Tetris broke the computer. Let's give it a restart. What the hell happened to my screen? Still screwed up though. I don't know what happened. Alright, well, it looks like we'll not be trying Tetris as it almost just completely screwed my CRT. Let's do one that I know works, which is Half-Life. Alright, let's install Half-Life. Yes, I did hear that. And just a whole lot of next, yes, nexts. Now we're gonna have to put in our key for Half-Life, so let me just look one up real quick. Alright, after inserting the legitimate game key I definitely own, we're booting into Half-Life. Alright, well we're gonna go ahead and just quit out because we have patches to install. So let's go ahead and get that CD. Alright, and we're just gonna hit no thanks and hit next. Okay, alright, now we're gonna go to configuration. Alright, let's see if we can start up a new game.
Good morning, and welcome to the Black Mesa Transit System.
There we go.
security officer to verify your identity. Before exiting
Barney!
the train, be sure to check
Barney,
your area
it's me!
for personal belongings.
Let me out!
And have a very safe and productive day.
I got a research facility to blow
Like
up.
you're running late.
I'm about to hit the nastiest B-hop. Watch this shit. Alright, that's enough of that. I think we should install Doom. First time around I did this from DOS. And it was not fun because I had to disable a bunch of things because it can't actually boot into the launcher because 1400 megahertz is too fast. Alright, you have to go to advanced setup, and right here it says L1 cache and L2 cache. If you disable L1 cache, it disables L2 cache as well. Hit F10 and we hit enter. Now while we're booting, we're gonna hit F8. We're gonna spam it. Now we have our startup menu. We're gonna boot into command prompt only, and we're just gonna hit C. So this is just DOS. DOS 7.1, I believe. Alright, and what we're gonna do here, we're gonna put in our disk again. We don't actually need disk 1 as of right now. That just tells us to put in disk 2. Pop it in, and we're gonna just type whiz. Sorry, we have to select what directory. So we hit A, and then we hit whiz. Okay. Now we're just gonna hit I to install program. And now we're gonna put in disk 1. Alright, disk 1 is in, we're gonna hit A, and it's gonna boot up our installer. Okay, we're gonna hit C, and we're just gonna say do it into Doom, that'll be fine. And we're gonna hit Y to create that directory. Let's see if it'll do it. Alright, the scary part's done. So we're gonna put in disk 2 now. I didn't have any problems with disk 2 last time, so knock on wood. Should be fine. We're gonna insert disk 1 again. Alright, and now in our setup here, we're just gonna select keyboard only because our mouse controls are really weird. We unfortunately cannot actually launch this from DOS, as cool as that would be. Using DOS requires you to use your sound card for audio. And we do not have a sound card, we have an emulated sound card on our motherboard. Windows 98 is able to emulate a sound card, whereas DOS cannot. Alright, now we're gonna just open an MS-DOS prompt. Alright. Set up. Alright, looks good. We're gonna save parameters and launch Doom, and we're gonna hopefully, oh, there it is. We do not have music. I think I selected just general MIDI, and that worked. There we go. Controls are screwed up, but you get the point. Doom. So, there you have it. Windows 98 PC that I got for $15. Hell of a deal. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank y'all for watching. As you can see, we finally got our Windows 98 PC running, playing some games as well. I don't know what else I could do. I have a Windows XP laptop. Installation is broken. Maybe I can reinstall that and make a video on that laptop. I have a Sony PS1 that needs some repairs. I have a fake NES. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I got tons of retro technology I can make videos on. Take care, subscribe, put notifications on so you get notified video comes out, and yeah, let me know in the comments what you want to see from this channel. Take care.